The Weather Authority alert remains in place. Violet is in with new information on the evening ahead.
Yeah, so right now the main concern actually looks like later on tonight when we could see the risk for some severe storms. It'll be in the overnight and before sunrise tomorrow morning as a strong weather system heads through central New York. This is also going to bring a big change in the temperature. Today felt like summer as we reached the 80s, but a big cool down is in store as we head into tomorrow. And tomorrow is when fall officially begins. And our temperatures are also going to stay cool even through the weekend as well, getting back to reality for this time of year. This evening, though, still warm outside and tracking a few isolated showers and storms. A live look from our Triple Doppler radar sponsored by Falso Service Experts. Right now, just one thunderstorm left over that's heading towards the Rome and Utica area. Any other spotty showers have tapered off, but this is just along our first wave of showers and storms, a warm front. The cold front heads in later tonight, and that's when we have the risk to see some severe weather. Between the hours of 11 p.m. moving in from the northwest to southeast, and eventually up until 6 a.m. when that second round of storms heads out to the southeast. And we do have a slight risk, which is a decent chance to see some strong storms, and the main threats will be some gusty high winds, but we can't rule out some large hail and heavy rain, leading to some localized flooding as well. There is a small chance to see an isolated tornado, but really not looking likely. So the reason why we're going to see some severe weather tonight is because of this cold front. So right now we're just seeing some isolated activity along this warm front, but the cold front moves through overnight, bringing us that stormier weather. And on the back end for tomorrow's forecast, we're going to see a huge cool down and some showers lingering as well as a second wave of some moisture heads through central New York. Our temperatures are getting back to fall feeling. We drop down into the 60s tomorrow as compared to the 80s today. And it gets even cooler on Friday. In the mid-50s is the warmest it gets. Eventually warming back up through the weekend, mid-60s Saturday, closer to near 70 on Sunday. And then next week, Monday through a good chunk of the week, staying in the 60s. And we're changing seasons from summer to fall tomorrow, so this is just in time for the fall equinox that we get this huge cool down. It officially arrives tomorrow at 9:04 p.m. So our first full fall day will be on Friday. And also our sunset will continue to drop to below 7 p.m. Our days getting shorter. Now let's time out your forecast hour by hour. It's still mild outside, temperatures in the upper 70s to around 80 degrees with a mix of sun and clouds and a couple of isolated showers and storms, but really not many of them for this evening. A better chance to see some wetter weather arrives around 10 or 11 p.m. tonight as that cold front moves in from the northwest to southeast with scattered showers and storms. And again, the risk to see some with heavy rainfall, maybe some localized flooding and some gusty winds as well. Closer to around 6 or 7 a.m. that line heads to the south and east. We dry out in Syracuse with just a few lingering showers. But then that second wave of moisture moves in midday and we'll see scattered showers and maybe a stray thunderstorm or two during the second half of the day tomorrow. And again, tomorrow fall arrives and it feels like it. Highs only lower 60s, gradually drying out into Friday and cooling down into the 50s. And it will also be breezy. Then sunshine Saturday, mid 60s, warming up to near 70 by Sunday with our next chance for rain Sunday and continuing into the start of next week as highs stay in the 60s. And super